Hello, hello, and welcome to the magic trick. And by the magic trick, I mean we're going to take this 4090 and we're going to shrink it into something small and something beautiful, which is a water-cooled 4090. Now, first things first, I just need to let people know that I'm live. All right. And now that I am back, let's get started here. Again, I'm a little bit nervous. I know I probably shouldn't be, but I am. I'm a little bit nervous. So, it's a $2,000 graphics card. And I don't know, you never know what's going to happen. I've done more difficult installations before, and I haven't been this nervous, and I don't know why, but yeah, I'm nervous. Interesting thing about Gigabyte cards. A lot of cards out there, they're all sort of designed differently, but one of the interesting things about Gigabyte is you actually have to take the front cooler off before you can get the back plate off, which I think is mostly unique to Gigabyte, which kind of makes it annoying, but in this case, not really, because we're taking both off anyways. But yeah, so we're going to start here on the back. Now, first things first, this little Gigabyte qualified, we're going to peel that off. We're going to keep that intact. All right. I'm just going to use a nice little flat-headed screwdriver here. And we're just going to gently peel that off of the screw. These usually peel fairly cleanly because they're no longer really helping anything as far as preventing people from getting warranty. Oh, shiza. As I rip it. They usually peel cleanly as I rip it. Whatever. What you going to do, huh? What you going to do? Just going to try and get in there. I want to get it off in one piece. I'm going to have to get in there a little deeper. A little bit closer so I can see what's going on. There we go. Get this peeled nice and gently. I know it's like illegal for them to, void your warranty. And I'm not planning on doing anything that's going to take this warranty away. But there we go. We got our sticker here. Okay. So first things first, we're going to take this off. We've got 3 screws here, which are attaching to our I/O bracket. And I've been through the process of taking screws off before, and it's been kind of annoying, just in regards to finding them again. So I'm going to keep these guys over here, and I'm going to actually screw them back into the I/O plate, or not I/O plate, the I/O plate here, because that's what the threaded portion is, after I'm done this first part here. But first, we got to take off this guy here. Oop, there's a spring loaded. Oh, they've gotten rid of... This is actually kind of nice, the way that they've done this. They've got a little retaining area here. You know, maybe... Should I zoom this in a little bit? Maybe I'll zoom this in a bit. Well, 1 second. The old menu here. There we go. A little closer for you guys. There we are. All right. So yeah, right here, you can see they've taken, maybe I'll take this, let's take this autofocus off. We'll go manual. We're going manual. There we go. A little bit sharper. So yeah, they've taken, they've gotten rid of those X spring loaded brackets, and they've gone sort of more with the traditional hardware with the captive spring. Which I kind of like. It's just a lot easier, a lot less failure prone for somebody who's failure prone like myself. But yeah. Boop. The good news is these ones I don't have to worry too much about. I know where those will go. But yeah, we're going to take this off here. Just basically undo these screws. Any screw that I see, I'll undo. I'm just going to sort of keep them in a rough pattern of where they come from. And we will do this. We will do this like I've done it a million times. I've done it a few times. This will be like the third 90 series Waterblock I've installed. So 2 3090s I've done. And both of those 3090s were arguably more complex in every which way. So far the screws are all looking the same except for these, except for the ones for the IO plate, which I did over here. Those are pretty short, tiny. You can see those ones are like really small. And then these are the ones that I'm taking out. And then these, of course, are the, those are the ones for the GPU area. The spring-loaded ones for that. Let's see, that's all those. Oh, we got 2 more here at the end. And I believe that will be it. And then the front cover will be ready to come off. And these are, yeah, these are all the same. And what I'm going to do as a little hack to remember them later on is I'm just going to screw them back in to where they belong. Yeah, so this bracket now is flexible, but it's not coming off because we've got a few screws here, 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 here. Now I don't want to smush this guy here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just peel that. Actually, yeah. That there. I'll peel this guy. Come on. Oh man, what a terrible place for it to go. There we are. There. All right. Beautiful. We're going to flip this baby around. This massive, massive cooler. And I think that's it. Yeah. So now we've got some cables here, and we've got another cable that attaches over here. So I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to move all this hardware over. It's all the same. Pretty easy to decide which one goes where. And I'm just going to lift this away. Nice and slowly. Give it some pressure. Pressure. This is what I'm feeling. It's the pressure. Lifting here. Yeah, I need to hold onto that PCB. Just give it a little bit of a lift. Give it a little bit of a lift. Oh, there we go. All right, beautiful. Oh, wow. That came off super clean. That came off real clean. All right, just got to remember this cable goes into this one right here. I believe that's the LED cable, so we're just going to take that off. This guy too. Goodness. This is a little bit of a pain in the butt. You know what, we'll lay this flat. That's really nice. Look at that. That's what I was hoping for. Actually, that is the thing that I was most nervous about. Was just, am I going to get these? There we go. Am I going to get these pads off in one piece? That was the thing I was worried most about. Pads in one piece? Got it. Good. Mission accomplished. Get these babies out. Come on. These guys are hard. There's not a retaining clip on those, is there? No, there can't be. There can't be. Hey, how's it going, coconuts? Look at this. Look at this clean separation here. Like 0 residue at all. Isn't that beautiful? I'm a happy camper with that. I'm just going to need to pull these cables out, but without... I wish these had like some decent grips on them. There we go. There we are. That one. And then this one. Like, I don't think I've seen a cleaner GPU separation than, like, ever. There we go. Boom. Off. They really went wild with the pads. let's just go there today. They went really wild with these pads. Look at this. It's just pad here, pad there, there. It's kind of weird. They've got a little bit of looks like they have a little impurity here in the pad. Yeah, the paste application is beautiful. Look how nicely smushed these pads are too. Like really, really good job. They went soft. And that paste spread is nice too. And they've got they've got their vapor chamber here. And then they've got a whole other plate here that also kind of attaches. But yeah, there's like tons of the pads here. I'm surprised like they were able to do that. But yeah, there's a little bit of an impurity right here in the one pad. It looks like, who knows, looks like a piece of like grass or something. But really nicely done. Really, really nicely done. They're utilizing so much of it too. They've got some of the pads here that are touching the vapor chamber. Some of them are touching this plate for the memory, which is also then touching the vapor chamber. I'm not really sure how exactly it's touching. It looks like there's a bit of an air gap on it, to be honest. But wild, absolutely wild. Look how big. Actually, wait. I'm gonna wait until the zoom out here, but. Here's our board. Look how clean that came off. That came off so clean. Let's just make a little double check here. Make sure that there's no goodies that got missed. Literally the only thing on here that I'm gonna have to clean is the die. That's it. The impurity tastes kind of like mercury and lead. I'll delve into it a bit more. Actually, you know, it has the slightest hint of dried scallops. But yeah. Interestingly enough, these caps on the board are like smaller, I think, than the ones that I saw on the other 4090s that I've taken apart. Wow, I'm just so relieved that came apart really cleanly. Like super clean. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Because yeah. This is nice. Okay. Good stuff. I am going to, let's maybe clean that. We'll clean that off. Let's refocus here. Let's refocus. This focus is quite sensitive. I think we're focused. All right. Let's see, is this already caked, this paste? Actually, it's not too bad. It's still a little bit soft. Oop. There's standard looking thermal paste. Tastes pretty standard too. Standard mint thermal paste. Proven cavity fighting effectivity. Fights hot spots and gingivitis. So get in these in between these tiny little components here. There we go. I'm always like worried with these little components because they're so tiny. I'm like, oh, am I gonna peel them off or something? But thankfully I don't. But let us continue on. They said, you know, in the instructions, they talk about, you know, let's see, oops. Yeah, see, in the instructions, they talk about cleaning this off with IPA. And I don't have any India Pale Ale, but I do have isopropyl alcohol, so I will try that. just to see if it works, you know, just to see. Yeah, for those of you who might not know, Fruita Palm is the person I blame for getting me into water cooling. He is the reason. He kept pressuring me during COVID while I was in a very emotional, unstable state, and he took advantage of that. And through the usage of Willem Dafoe deepfakes, he brainwashed me into wanting to water cool. So, yeah, he's a monster. Straight up monster. Yeah, see, it's true. I know. Most people wouldn't believe it, but it is the truth. Through and through. There we go. Should we get that die shot in? Should we get that die shot in? Let's do it. Let's do it. Gonna get this focused here. Beautiful. There she be. AD 102. Isn't that special? All right, refocus here. Beautiful. All right, that guy's cleared off. Now it's time to address, oh no, now it's time to address the rest of this, which is a few more screws into the back plate. All right, I just want to make sure I don't take out these ones here. These two here don't actually interact with the back plate. Yeah, there's just this guy here. Now I think these back plate screws are probably a different size than those other screws. Let's see. Oh, maybe they're not. Let's see. And no, they're not. Beautiful. Good stuff, Gigabyte. Smart. Common hardware across the board, literally. These backplate ones are significantly higher torque versus the others on the cooler side. It's kind of weird, but here, I'll move it here so you can see. So I took this one out here, and then I took this one, and now I'm going to take this one out here. And this is one of the things I kind of like with these cards is the pass-through design. I think it's a great design choice. Just this generation and a little portion of the previous generation. I think it was a great idea. And also, this might be a hot take, but I really like this connector. I'm not gonna lie, I really like it. I think it's just absolutely beautiful. And I know some people are complaining about it, but I have a Corsair power supply, and I just grabbed, you know, their add-in one from their website. All right, that's it. I think, yeah, this one. Yeah, it's so, like, seriously, I prefer this over 3 8-pins any day of the week. Trying to fiddle with that, like, 2-pin that likes to split off is hard enough, man. All right, let's see. Is this guy gonna peel off nicely? Did I get all the... Let me first maybe double check. Make sure I got all the screws. Yeah. Those guys there. Okay, let's do this. Let us do this. Why is it? Are you being a pain in the bum? Did I forget another screw? No. No, none of those. None of those. It's like making cracking sounds. Like, not like cracking sounds, but just like very sort of like gentle. There we go. It's coming. Here we go. There we go. Another clean one. Oh, not as clean as what I would have hoped, but okay. That's a little terry, but you know what? We can deal with that. Let me just see here. How was this again? Sorry, I'm like doing stuff off camera. All right, so here we have this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back to the zoomed out so we can see everything. There we go. All right, out of the digital zoom, I tore some pads right here. I tore some. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So one of these is longer and the other is shorter. Okay, longer one probably goes right over here. Because wait, this guy, actually, yeah, this goes, yeah, right here. Boop. All right. Yeah, so this is going to go. I just want to make sure I position it correctly. It's nice though that, oh man, these are tearing. Tear. I have to spatula these off to try and keep them in a single piece here. At least they're making good contact, right? There we go. Roughly. Boop. Now we'll get this guy off. So this is my key thing. Good thing is that there's a good amount of these that's not crushed, so I can at least get a half accurate measurement. That's also something I'm kind of always worried about too, is like, you know, you get the thermal pad and they're like, yeah, you can just measure them. It's like, yeah, but if I measure them, I don't want it to, you know, put this here. Let me see. Yeah, like so, roughly. There we go. We've got our thermal pads back on the back plate. Now, we're going to actually just, I'm just going to screw some of these back in, just so I don't lose them. I figure that's the best way. So we got our little tiny PCB, which again, I love how tiny these are. They're so cute, so small, so cute, so packed full of components. Man, oh man. Yeah, no, that makes sense what you said there, coconuts. They are probably stuck because of the high torque. Here, we'll just put this over here. There. And put some of these guys here. To have an electric screwdriver, huh? To make it so much faster. You know what? Taking it apart is kind of half the fun. It's interesting though. This pad, like, they have like a full-on like machined insert, and there's a lot of inserts. This looks like it's a stamped piece of aluminum, which it is. You know, some stamped portions, which are just there for aesthetics. You also have this little spot here to prevent probably contact with some electrical parts there. Yeah. Yeah, there's some pins for the fans and stuff, I think. That might be, no, for these pins right here, probably. Uh-huh. Maybe, probably, possibly, potentially. Definitely, maybe. Put you in there. Just put these guys in just so they're not out and about. Also, it's nice to have those maybe to Nice to have them sticking out to keep the pads spaced, or the bag spaced, because I'm going to pop this in the anti-static bag. And yeah, it's crazy how big this cooler is versus this PCB. And that's one of the things too, is like why I was like excited for the Gigabyte card over say like an MSI card, because the MSI cards still this gen have like absolutely huge PCBs, and to me that's kind of like annoying. All right, we got our last screw here. It's gonna go in here, and then we'll just use these spaced off to keep that bag from interfering with these. And then at least I think we'll have a decent shot at maintaining these pads, because that's my main goal when I'm taking it off, is that I want to be able to, at whenever I care to, return this back to stock and not worry about, oh, you know, these pads, this pads. But it looks like the pads in general are all, I think they're all 1 millimeter. It looks like. So that's good news. So a single 1 millimeter grouping of them should be good. I got these screws for the one part, the GPU itself. Let me just see. Do I have a little baggie for them? Yes, I do. I'll pop those babies in here just so it doesn't get separated. I'm gonna leave the paste on there for now. I'm gonna put these babies back in. Excuse me. But we're gonna get rid of this big fatty, and we're gonna replace it with this little baby right here. And this guy here is gonna maintain. Now we're gonna keep that cooler here off camera. Oh my, what just happened? It's dark. What just happened here? Oh dear. Come on. Oh, the shininess. The shininess of this is too shiny, guys. It's too shiny. It hurt the camera. Oh my goodness. I wasn't trying to set the mood, I promise. I promise. Or was I? I've been feeling good. Just make sure that when I screw those in, they're not sticking out too far. No, still a gap. Good. I just wanted to make sure, because sometimes the thickness of it is what gives it the gap, but there's still a gap inherently, so that's good news. So I can just screw these back in. Make sure I don't lose those. Good news is that the I/O bracket is sort of integrated on this one already. And actually the I/O bracket here was not really connected to anything except for the backplate with these 3 very, very short screws. And that just sort of tells me that it didn't really carry much weight, right? So, instructions. Okay, Alphacool says, put these, it says put the pads on the block. So, sorry PCB, you're out of the picture right now. Block time, baby. And the block consequently uses the same screwdriver. Heyo. Excuse me. Except these screws are significantly longer than the other ones. And where'd that hardware box go? Oh, there it is. Lovely. So here's our Zubehar. That was more of a French accent than a German one. 1,000 apologies to my Deutsch friends. That was scheiße, as they say. Let's get these out of here. Oh, here's our little plugs. Those are nice. Put that bag over there. And where's the rest? Oh, here it is. Okay, we've got our other stuff. Thermal paste. You're going to go on there. Oh, yes, this high-quality screwdriver. See, this is one thing This is a crappy looking screwdriver. Sorry. Sorry, Alphacool. That is not an alpha screwdriver. Let's just be real here. All right. Let's just be real here. And we got our little spatula. Maybe we'll put that over there. We might use it, might not. And we got our other hardwares here. There we go. Lovely. Put that over here. And what else? Ah, yes. Our top of the cooler, guys, and our back of the cooler, guys. Yeah. That's good, 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 good. Lovely. Excuse me. All right, take these guys out here now. Love this little screwdriver. It's very fun to use. And that's it for the... Oh my goodness. Oh, it's broken. No, I'm just kidding. It's not, thankfully. Let's see. Ah, ta-da! Look at those lovely, lovely surfaces there. Lovely surfaces. There, see? For cooler. Numbers A to G. And look, we even have a little instructional map on where to place what. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Alphacool makes it easy. Oh, here, make sure you peel off your thermal pad stuff. All right, let's see. Be even more easy if they actually like labeled them on the actual packaging themselves, but I don't think they did that. All right, here, that's all of them. All right, so we got a few here. They're all pre-cut, which is really nice. Well, maybe not for these small ones. These small guys are A, I'm very certain. And there's 4 A's. This one here looks to be B, which goes there. And then we got 2 D's, double D's right there and there. And we got our C right there. And we've got a bunch, there's a couple of G's. Ain't nothing but a G thing. Let's see. Now this is the F. No, sorry, this is the E. Yeah, so that goes right there. All right, so we've got 3 short ones and 2 longer ones. So we've got 3 F's and 2 G's. All right, these are the G's, these are the F's, A's. All right, let's start with the most annoying, huh? Let's start with the most annoying. Shall I zoom it in again? Is that a good idea to zoom it in before? Maybe I'll zoom it in. Might be nicer to see. Let's see. Oop, there we are. Okay, we'll bring this over here so we can see. Oh, look, we can even see our little thing there. All right, so these are the A's. These things are annoying. You gotta make sure we peel both sides. There's one side. And here is the other side. Kind of. Man. Yeah. All right, there we go. There's one A. So these just go on these little posts here. It's nice that they're kind of bigger than they need to be. I like that. How about them? I'll just put this off to the side. I wonder if we can... No, maybe not. I was like, can I just stick it and then peel it? I was like, you know what? We'll maybe avoid that. Just go here. Yeah, these things, they seem to be sticking and squishing nicely, which is good. Pretty soft pads. That makes it feel all the better. And they do seem like higher quality pads than... I would say than the ones that come with the Bykski blocks. The Bykski block ones are like just those very like basic blue silicone pads. And these are really nice. They're pre-cut, which is really nice, you know, and I'm sorry for all of you. Oops. I'm sorry for all of you OCD folks, and, you know, and if these squares are crooked and not lined up, it's okay. You won't see it once it's together. The main thing is that we're actually covering the square part here. So if it is crooked, as long as a corner of that square is not showing through, we're good. And you're good too. But thus far, this is much easier than previous installations. And I'm going kind of like smaller to bigger, because usually the smaller ones are, let's see, how would I say this? The smaller ones are tougher to get cut, but maybe easier to place properly. The bigger ones are maybe a little bit more difficult. This is kind of tough versus those other guys. There we go. Absolutely horrible if I tore a pad. There's like no extras. That's one nice thing with the Bykski ones though, is that there's extras. So if you like accidentally, that's why I like to put it on the actual components versus the block itself. So I don't know, like, I guess this is better, but I don't know. So here, we'll try taking off one edge or one spot of it, because this will help you to get it on flat at least. Go like that. Go like that. And then we'll peel. That works nicely. That's a good way to do it with the bigger ones. So we'll peel one side, place it, and then it sticks nicely. There's a nice little bit of a sticky aspect to it. Oops. Let's just make sure it's centered on there, and then there we go. Okay, that's a good way to do it. Boop. Yeah. So we'll peel one side. There you go. Here's a nice little strategy. You go here, you can align it nicely, and then you just sort of flip it over, and then there you go. Boom. All right, 3. We'll do the E first. Let's do the E first. E goes right here. Yeah, that's for those 3 guys there. Those 3 amigos. That was terrible. That was terrible. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I do prefer to put it on the actual components, just because then I know the component itself is covered. But what you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside your trunk? Well, the immortal words of the Black Eyed Peas, I'm gonna get you love drunk with my bumps, my lovely lady lumps. Check it out. There we go. Beautiful. It's on there. Up. Oh. Make sure it sticks. There we go. Beautiful. There's one of the F's. And then it's a G. Ain't nothing but a G thing. And the G goes right next to the D. There we go. That kind of goes off the edge of that one. Just there. And again, this is going to go on some other components there. And one of the things too I like about the Alphacool kit is that it also has additional pads for additional components. So, all right, so F, we've got a G, then we're going to do another G and then 2 more Fs. So this other G is going to go here. Come on. Lift in place, lift in place. This is probably the most painful part of water cooling. Yeah, I guess that is true. That does make sense, coconuts. That does make sense. Just shift this guy ever so slightly. Just a minute. There. There, and there. Good. Good. That's exactly what I wanted there. Now that does make sense. That they would have it shifted. There we go. Beautiful. On it. Next one. Okay, that didn't work out how I thought it was. Let's go here. Let's just try it like... Actually, let me just see. How long is this compared to this? I think we're right about there, so... There. There we go. Right on there. It is nice to have these all pre-cut. I remember doing these other ones and it's like, oh, this is so bad. Not so bad, but like this takes a long time. Like the only thing I've ever been sort of sketched out about with, oh, come on, with water cooling is the whether or not you're gonna get decent smush on the pads and good contact right here on your die surface, or as the Germans say, die surface. All right, and that guy's gonna sort of wander up that way. That's kind of a weird one. Okay, yeah, whatevs. Whatevs. There we go. Good. Yeah, this guy kind of dangles down here. Kind of weird, but hey, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? Just gonna quickly give this a little blow here. Ooh, started lifting that one pad. There we go. All right, good, good, good. Pads are on. Now they say put your thermal paste on your GPU die. All right, let us do it. Don't want to mess anything up here, so I'll move this over. Now for the trickiest of the tricky parts. We'll use the supplied paste that they've given us. And yeah. Oh, that's nice. This paste is nice. All right, let's see. Can we spread that around nicely? This is very spreadable feeling paste. Oh yeah, this is very spreadable. Let's see. I might have to bring this more towards me. And actually, you know what? In the process of this, I'm gonna, just so I can get a better look at it in a good angle, we're gonna zoom back out. Here's where all the extra pad bits went. Let's see here. Yeah, this is not too bad. Thankfully, it's not liquid metal. Yeah, we're gonna probably need a bit more on there than that. All right, we're gonna go a little bit more on there than that. Okay, that should be good. It's very viscous. Viscous like hibiscus. Definitely much more viscous than your standard thermal grizzly, that's for sure. Okay. All the way over there. Now, sorry guys. Just need to get in here and hunker down. Spread the peanut butter. It's just like making a peanut butter sandwich. Except the sandwich is $2,000. It's like a $2,000 peanut butter sandwich. All right. Let's see here. Just don't want any. I think this is good. I'm like actually holding my breath while I'm doing it. Okay. I think that's good enough. Got a nice even coverage roughly. And even if it's not even, it's going to squish even. That's my call on that. That's my take. My hot take. Just going to put that there so it doesn't get on anything else. So now the instructions say flip this baby, put it on, and then use those screws. Okie dokie. I will flip this and put it on. I will put that there. Move this here. Bring this over here. Okay. And yeah, that's the way. I'll bring this over here. Put that there. Oh, I have a few. That needs to go on top of something. It doesn't say to elevate it, but I'm going to need to elevate it. And I highly recommend you do it as well. Let's see. What do I have to elevate it? Yes. Nothing quite like, let's see. Shall we? Yeah, we're going to do it. The old Scotty's tissue box. There we go. Boom. Elevated. Be a nice little pattern to have in there, huh? Kind of fancy looking. All right. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. This guy's going to go on like so. And yeah, we're going to this guy down, 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 down. Let's see here. There we are. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, we're going to tighten these guys in. Wait, no. We're going to put these on first. Huh. Right before I nearly destroy my GPU. Thankfully, it's not really, but. Go. That guy there. Should have put these on beforehand. That's all right. What you gonna do, huh? Let me get over my microphone here so I can see it properly. Or at least see it roughly. Okay. So we're gonna go Okay, these angle guys here, this is number 3. So this is number 1. So we're going to go number 1 first. There we go. Let that click go in. Come on, you. There you are. Do I know you? No, but there you are. It's that guy, and then this guy. There's the click, and then the boom. Now, one thing I do like about the Bykski kit over this is that this has like these foam guys, and I don't really trust them very well. So I feel like they're going to get like smushed and destroyed when I torque these in. But, you know, I guess whatever you say, Alphacool. That guy's pretty tight. That guy's very tight. Very tight. Very tight. Good. Good and tight. That is the official Alphacool methodology for that. So now we do this one right over here. Those spring loady guys. And now we do this guy right over here. Another spring loady dude. And then the last guy goes right over here. As per the map with those spring loady dudes. Yet I think there's still one leftover spring loady dude thus far. Yes, because we have 4. And then these guys. I don't think there's any tightening sequence for these, but now we'll tighten that one down. And then we'll tighten this guy down. We'll just sort of continue this circular motion that we have begun. Oh, that's not where I want to go. Dang it. Sorry, PCB. It's all right. No scratches. No scratches. I wonder if these like companies are a little bit more cautious with some of these GPU manufacturers that are like excessively crazy with their warranty denials. You know. Let's see. We got some good smushies? I think we are. I really think we are. Some decent smushes. Those are a little bit off, but generally they're on. That guy's on there, on there, on there. Good. Okay. Now we do the backplate. And we do that. Those pads now on here. All right. We're moving pretty quickly here. Backplate ones are all 3 mil. That's good to know, eh? So first we'll start with this big ol' juicy one. We're gonna go right over here. Wow, this is soft too. Very soft. Oh man. There we go. That is a very big old smooshy guy. Okay. L goes right under those there. No, wait. Where is that? Okay, wait. L goes, yeah. That's weird. All right, so this is our map here, right? Orientation is correct. This is actually showing it that this goes actually right over top of these. Maybe there is some additional componentry on the other one, but we'll put it on these guys here for now. Oh, first I need to peel this off. That is a first. Oh my gosh, that is a good first step. Peel the protective layer off your thermal pads. Yes, we're noobs here. We are straight up noobs. Alrighty. All right, there we go. That's good. Good enough. It's just backplate stuff. That's the good news with this. This guy here is just going to go here, I believe. Yeah, just there. And then this guy here is just going to go right over here. This is going to be a pain in the butt to get off. But you know what? No pain, no gain, right? Actually, it doesn't seem to be that sticky to the board. We'll see when it smushes down though, right? We shall see. We shall see. Okay. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, I believe this guy is going to go right on the back of these here. Because, you know, it's showing a decent space. Yeah, it's right beside this. Yeah, this goes right on these. Backs of these components right here. Yes, right there. Not gonna lie, this PCB is really nice. Boop. And then this one probably is gonna go on this line of components there. Right next to that screw, yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Actually, that needs to go up a little bit. Just a touch. Yeah. Beautiful. Thermal pads for the win. There we go. All done, thermal pad wise. Now it's time for Mr. Backplate to go on. Yay, Mr. Backplate. And he goes like so. I believe. Yeah, it's supposed to clear those. Let's not mess all this up. Okay, 1 second here. You're going to mess something up, aren't you? Ah, yes, you are. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, come on, Backplate. Come on, buddy. I knew you were going to be trouble. From the moment I put you on. I knew it. There we go. Smush you guys there. Actually, should I just like smush this guy in? It shows it there, but You know, I'm just going to put it there for now. I'm going to hope for the best. I don't think the backplate is that critical, but we'll put it there. We'll put it there. This one goes right here, right here, right here. And then we will realign these and try again. This time I'll look from the top. Let's take it from the top. Bring that one in there. Oops. Sorry, folks. There we go. Lovely. Put those in, and then, yeah. That is that. Once all these are in. Try not to bore a hole in the PCB where there shouldn't be one. Oop. Oop. Get an extra one. I think we get an extra screw. Lovely. And smush these guys down. Smush these guys down. That guy's tight. Let's see, huh? Just want to see if I'm okay. No, that guy's good. Just want to make sure we're not smushing too much here. Yeah, those guys are good. This guy here has got a bit of a gap. This guy's got a massive gap. That guy's tight. Tight. That guy's tight. That guy's tight. There. We are all tightened down. Let's see here. Lovely. A little bit of a bulge there, but I believe our PCB is flat by the looks of it, which is a good important thing. There we go. Beautiful. I believe that is that. With our gigabyte now shrunken down to size that is much, much more manageable. Oh my gosh, I am an idiot. I forgot those. I forgot those. I am so dumb. That's what I was hoping that I could have to protect the PCB. All right, we're going to leave whatever is wherever on this. Goodness gracious. I'm an idiot. I hope I didn't scratch the PCB. I hope I didn't put a bunch of crap on there. Like, the area that I would have potentially scratched is not an issue. It's just I don't want there to be scratches on there, because that would be grounds for Gigabyte to say, you don't get a warranty. There's damage, physical damage to your card. You fiend. You heinous evil person. All right. You all attach there. Good. Good. You stay attached there. Beautiful. All right. Let's redo this here quickly. Let's leave you attached. Thankfully, I don't think this guy's scratched. These guys are what I wanted on there. Not. Oh no! My goodness. I am so dumb. Those are these. Wow. Wow. So dumb. Guys, I feel really dumb. And by really dumb, I mean like super dumb. And by super dumb, I mean mockable online dumb. That's how dumb I feel. But you know what? I just wanted there to be some clear plastic spacers. That's what I just wanted. And maybe I just wanted it a little bit too much, right? That's, I think, really what my main crime was. I just wanted it a little bit too much. All right, let's get that Kleenex box out of here. We don't need that no more. We're cool. Okay. That was really dumb. I thought these were clear plastic pieces, but really this was just the backing to those foam pieces. Yes, I am not the brightest. Forgive me. But if anything, that should boost your confidence that somebody as dumb as me didn't screw this up. It's actually quite foolproof. And honestly, the only thing that's really subjective as far as like what you're doing here is how tight you're tightening your screws. That's one thing. There's no spec there, so you can't, like, you know, definitively tighten them to a specific torque setting. But really, with a little bit of observation, you can make sure that you don't over torque, as long as you're not an idiot like me and just make weird assumptions. But yeah, this actually should, if there was any extra pressure on the PCB from this back plate, this should actually alleviate that, because now the pads are kind of pre-compressed. But yeah, usually I'm just feeling until this like basically bottoms out. And if you repeat this tightening sequence around, it should loosen, right? So it will loosen on some of the bolts that aren't fully bottomed out, but fully bottomed out ones won't be able to move. Like that one there, that one's bottomed. That one's bottomed. That one's bottomed. That one's fat bottomed. That one's, oh, now that one's saucy bottomed. And that one's bottomed. Beautiful. All bottomed out. Those flat bottomed. Beautiful. Look at that. Look how small that is now. Let me just clean up some of this hardware here. All right, we're going to clean up some of this hardware. And I'm going to get the old trash bin here. I'm actually going to just wipe this thermal paste here off. There we go. I'll pop that in here along with the thermal paste. Well, this was for the 3 mils. Well, actually, there's a bag for these. Where was that bag? Here's that bag. We'll put this all in the original bag. Just because, yeah. Transfer. There we go. Boom. But yeah, isn't that so much smaller? Actually, wait. This thermal paste in there, spatula. I really wish it would come like with a spatula from Jensen's Kitchen. I think that would be an nice extra touch. If anyone from Alphacool ever sees this, you know, please. Spatulas from Jensen's Kitchen in your GPU cooler kits, at least for the NVIDIA ones. that would be greatly appreciated. Let's get these off the table into the trash, especially those little ones. I'll be finding some of those little sheets later on, probably. But all right, so there's that. All done, nice and pretty. And here is what it was originally. Okay, come on. Don't get dark. There we go. Look at that. We really shortened that. All right. This guy. All right, we're going to move this over here. And then we're going to move this here. There. That's a little better. There. We shortened that significantly. Now this actually will fit in a case, in pretty much any case. Let's just be real about that. Our overall install on this guy is, oops, let's go from the all centimeters here. Yeah, we're roughly there. This is a little bit less than this. Yeah, 232 through 233 millimeters. So now we're 233 millimeters when before we were like 340. Yeah, like 340 mil. So we took off 110 mil. Went a little bit taller because these guys are a little bit taller, but you know what? If you're not dying from that, it's not the end of the world. So I'm going to put this in here. So I'm going to take this guy out of here. You're done, Mr. Cooler Man. Oh, that was a nice, successful cooling time. Now we're just going to twist this baby in here. I like these little plugs. They're very, very nice, these blind plugs. Also this tool that comes with them. Yeah, I think that's probably tight enough right there. And yeah, we're going to probably, yeah, put this on the other side here, like so. Because, yeah. But I do like one aspect about this. This tool could be a little bit longer. That's one thing. Yeah. See, this tool, I'm trying to get it. There's just not enough clearance. There we go. Nice and tight. Tight like a tiger. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good news about this is that, yeah, if I do end up at some point, you know, being stupid and being too tight with these plugs, there's a sticker here. Peel that back and I have access to, I believe, a few screws. 1, 2, 3 screws. And I can pop that off and put a new one on. So thankfully it wouldn't be the end of the world, but yeah. Still, there we go. Much simpler than a active backplate. Yeah, that active backplate stuff is annoying. Got a nice amount of clearance here for our clip on our 16 pin. That is also critical. I'll have to make sure then double check when the PC is powered off that it actually clicks in there nicely. But yeah, so that is going to be it for tonight. This was a lot of fun. Let me tell you. I had a blast. I really did. Where is that part? There is a part that I want. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna slide this guy on here. So yeah, thankfully I didn't break the $2,000 card. Nor did I break the $250 cooler. And when install, I'm probably gonna install it tomorrow. I'm gonna have to dig into my case, rearrange some things. No, I didn't. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. How dare you say something like that? You monster. I did not miss the clear film on one of the RAM modules. And if I did, I will find out very soon after I install it. The good news is that I won't have to drain it. is because I've got quick disconnects. So I'm going to have this attached to 2 quick disconnects. So even if after I install it, I notice that there was one of the VRAM modules, it should be way better. Like, you know how annoying, oops, sorry guys. You know how annoying one of these is when you have like something screwed up on the front side of it? You have to take it off, you have to drain it, you have to refill it, you have to re-bleed it and redo the whole system, and then check for leaks and all that, and then you benchmark it and make sure you didn't screw up again. This is so annoying. I use the Barrow quick disconnects. They work amazingly. And they are super cheap. I love how these are flush when they're screwed in too. Let me see. Should I try and plug this in to my Rugaba? I've got some Rugaba here. Let me see if I can connect this to the RGB skis. RGB. 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 It would be kind of neat if this actually had like a connector to connect into this RGB, but I don't think this connector will fit in there. I will make sure it's 5 volt. I made that mistake before too. I have made that mistake before. Don't you worry. This guy here. Let me see. Oh, do I have an extension? I think I have a 5 volt extension handy. See if I can light this baby up. Just for you folks at home, you know? Let me see. Let me dig in my my bucket of cables and stuff that I just have sitting here. Always sitting here waiting for their time to shine. Come on, RGB, where are you? I got fan extension cables, but here I have only fan extension cables. Let me see here. I had one. I had a splitter. Did I split it over here maybe? Let me just double. You know what? That one's 12 volt. I don't have one that's long enough, unfortunately. You know, I could. Let me just double check here. Let me just double check here 1 second. Let me see. There is one there. I have to take the... Is it worth the effort? Is it worth the drive to acting, guys? Let me see. Let me try this. Yeah, it's right there. All right, I'm going to take the panel off. We're going to light it up. We're going to light it up, and we're going to see it. All right? Pretend it's in there. If the stream suddenly dies, you know I've killed my computer. For good. Or maybe for evil. Smash. Kidding. Not actually smashing. More like passing. We're gonna thread this over here. Cover's off. Sky's up. Come on. I was hoping I didn't have to take the panel off fully, but I do. If you hear a shatter, it means I'm getting a new case. Oh, there we go. Isn't it pretty? I'm gonna turn the lights off. Let's dim the lights and get a little bit more intimate here. Boom. Oh. Oh. Wait, let me get the full light effect here going. I'm gonna go get rid of this other light. All right, we're gonna kill all the lights. And there you have it. The Alphacool. I will plug it into that. But there you go. You have the Alphacool Eisblock Aurora GPX. From now on, because it's dark, it's going to be ASMR for some weird reason. It looks really nice, I gotta say. This looks beautiful. Now, granted, what I'm going to be seeing is this. Right? That's going to be facing me. And I'm going to have a little tube coming out of here, going to the CPU block, and a little tube going in here and going to my pump. Or coming from my pump. Isn't that beautiful? Trademark edition. TM, baby. TM. It is kind of cool, like the V's going off of here. Doesn't that look nice, though? This is really nice. I love it. I cannot wait until there's water running through this baby. I just wish they had wireless. Like, they had a small, short wire that plugged into the card. RGB. Because it wouldn't be hard for them, because these are specific to manufacturers, right? Well, except for maybe the reference one. But this is specific to Gigabyte. And I believe this fits on the Master as well as the Gaming OC. So Gaming OC and the Master. This one goes on. But oh, doesn't that look so nice? That looks so nice. It's so pretty. I think Alphacool did a really great job with this. This was a really, really smooth install. Even with my stupidity excluded from it. I think it's a beautiful looking block. The machining on it is superb. And I'm really, really excited. The big thing that's going to be the deciding factor for me as to whether or not this is a really good block is going to be the delta on that GPU die. So if there's a hotspot delta versus the average, that's going to be the thing that's going to tell me the most about the quality of it. And that's usually what I'll use as my marker, because that tells of the precision of the overall design, manufacturing process, the choice of pads, all that factors into when it's done well, you're going to have actually a lower delta versus factory. In factory, this card had about an 11 degrees Celsius delta during benchmarks. So I'm excited to do that. And I think that was, during like the superposition benchmark, I was just running that. So this thing looks so nice. That looks great. And yeah, so that to me is overall going to be the defining factor of how good the quality of this block is. Vertical mount it, you know what? I should vertical mount it. The only issue is that my stupid case did not come with PCI 4.0 riser cable, and to buy one is like another $100. I don't want to spend $100 on a riser cable. So overall, though, I would say when you look at that hotspot delta, that's going to tell you flatness of the machining, like the precision of the machining process on the block. It's also going to tell you about the overall manufacturing choices as far as the pads are concerned. And one of the things I think is actually really going to help with that hotspot delta is that ring, that square pad that goes on the back plate here, because that's going to push from the other side, additionally push that PCB and the chip towards the block. So I think, you know what? I should check those out, those Scarehouse deals. That's where I got this GPU from, so might as well check there for the rest of it. But yeah, isn't that so nice though? I love how it looks. It looks so good. It's so small. Oh, I love how small it is. It's actually small enough that it actually won't stick out past the PCB the ATX motherboard. I think this fits within the footprint of the ATX motherboard, which means that this could actually go into like an MATX build and have no problems and could really fit quite nicely. And the great thing is you have this little tiny connector here, that 16-pin connector. So yeah, you know what? I will look into it because honestly, this, check my DMs. Did you send me one? You slide into my DMs? Let me see. Link up. All right. All right, 55. Okay. Yeah. Does it fit with the Thermaltake P1 though? That's the only question. I think it's got the or Thermaltake P3. Either way, I had a bad experience. Yeah, I had a bad experience with a vertical mounting the one time. My thermal paste kind of like drooped. Yeah, no, I'll find that out. But I am tempted. Really right now what I'm looking at buying anyways though is another SSD. I want to actually get a NVMe, PCIe 4.0 NVMe to put in. But yeah, this here, it really looks great. Really great product. I think they did a fantastic job with it. Everything cut to size that makes it so convenient versus the Bykski blocks. Additionally, too, you're cooling a lot of other components with it, which I like as well. And I think it's you know what? This one cost me about $100 more than the Bykski equivalent. And I'd say this is, yeah, $100. It saved me about $100 a time. Plus it comes with thermal paste. It comes with all these extra bits that you would want and would need. Plus the hardware on this, I find a lot higher quality. On one of my Bykski blocks, I actually stripped the threading, the metal from the standoffs. So I'm a little bit leery with them. But these ones were all really solid. They all were well put together. Now when I try and leak test it, it's just gonna spurt everywhere, and all my good words are gonna go into the garbage bin. But no, this looks beautiful. I love this. I just want to look at this all day. It looks really nice. I like it a lot. But yeah, time though, guys, to put the lights back on. You know, sorry to kill the mood, but it's time to put the lights back on and say goodnight, because it is 11 p.m. and I'm going to turn into a pumpkin at midnight. So I want to say, though, big thanks to everybody. Well, especially you, Coconuts, for coming out and for hanging out. I know you have a passion for this stuff, and so I really appreciate you coming on the stream and, hanging out. I don't know. Have you bought any Alphacool blocks yet? I know you've bought a lot of different water cooling stuff. I think you've probably put a healthy chunk of change into your water cooling supplies. I think for me, my next big water cooling purchase, it's not really going to be water cooling. I might get a Thermaltake P5, is it? P6 Pro? P5 Pro? Because that's like the updated version of this P3, but bigger. Yeah. Not Alphacool. Rads you've had. All right, so you've had Fantex, Blocks, Bykski, Barrow, EK. Okay. This actually was a really good, really quite reasonable, right? Like, so it's like 250 Canadian versus the 160, 150 for the Bykski. I like this design aesthetic more than the Bykski. I like the simplicity of it. A lot cleaner stuff. The Bykski's got like all those like wild angles and stuff. Like, like for comparison, right? Like the Bykski's like, got these like wild cuts through it and this angle thing and, the middle finger thing here. I gotta clean this guy out. It's got some deposits in it. But, I like this one a lot nicer, a lot better. Also, too, the fact that now I got to double check right when I'm running some benchmarks on it, but it's nice that this comes with 1 mil thick thermal pads. I find that a really that is also telling to me about how good it is. It'd be nice if they were all 0.5 mil. Because, when you think about it, if they're machining those parts, what's leaving a, extra 0.5 mil of material, right? But they are fairly soft, I think. And so that allows for a bit of flexibility, at least in the manufacturing and addition of them. But it looks like everything's smushing nicely. I'm seeing a deformation of the pads across some of these components, especially the MOSFETs, which are the most important ones to deform on and smush nicely. Well, second most, I would say. The memory modules are probably the most. But it looks great. And I'm a happy camper. I highly recommend it. Maybe when, if you're, especially too, if you're looking to grab one for like a 3090 or something, they've got some really good B stock deals on these. Not these specific ones, but the 3090 ones. So I think I saw some for like $50 or so US. The only thing I don't like about them is the shipping is it's like $50-$60 US to ship to Canada, and I wish they had a much cheaper shipping option. So again, anybody from Alphacool ever sees this, please get a nicer shipping that 360 mil rad. I'm tempted with that. But really what I want to do is I want to start getting some cross flow rads, because I'd love to have from my GPU going up into like, it'd be like, coming, this would go to the GPU or CPU, and then going from the CPU up in the one side and then coming off out this side. Yeah, performance PCs is not bad. If it's in stock though, it has to be in stock. And that's the issue with them, is sometimes they don't have, and understandably so, like it's tough to hold a lot of stock and run a good business. So that's part of running a good business, is having limited stock. But no, they are good as well. But this is a really nice way to take a very unmanageable, not going to fit in. Like, I literally had to mount my pump outside of my case. Yeah. The issue is I want 360 mils. I don't have any 140. I don't have any. Oh no, I have 480s, 4 120s. Okay. Oh, did you see into that Alphacool fan that they have? They had it at Computex. Their new fan. Apparently, the thing sounds the sound level at 2900 RPM is around the same as like a lot of other fans at like 900 RPM. And it's got a really nice design to it. And apparently it flows a buttload of air. And it's going to be like 30 US. I really want to get it. Because I think it'll be really great for silencing the old rig, which has like 15 fans right now. So yeah, they have like airflow wise, they flow a lot of air. Like RPM to RPM, they're very comparable to like the Noctua NH12s and the Be Quiet Silent Wings 4. Like RPM to RPM flow rate is roughly, it's quite similar, I think. But the big thing is that it's like the sound is so low that you can run, like, while you'd be running those other fans at like, you know, I don't know, like 1500 RPM to try and keep it nice and quiet. You could run the Alphacool ones at like 2900 RPM or 2700 RPM, and it would be even quieter. So, you know, I imagine they will. I actually think I pissed off their social media person, because on Twitter I was like, oh, another Gentle Typhoon one, and they're like, they basically told me to F myself. They didn't say it in those words, but they're like, this is a totally different fan, and it like kills everything from independent testing. So they sent it off to Igor's Labs, I think, and he did like testing on it. And so I think once they're released, there's going to be probably a good write up there on it. So I'm just super excited to see them. And they have like these really cool metal frames on them. And I think their goal was, we want to have a metal frame fan. So they designed it, and then they're like, shoot, this is super quiet. Oh my goodness, this moves a lot of air. These are really good fans. So I think they'll be comparably priced to say like the Noctua AF or NF12s, and probably similar to the Silent Wings 4 Pro, but significantly quieter and probably slightly cheaper. So I will be very excited. But there you go, have it. I'm really excited to pop this in probably tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see what gives. So yeah, I don't know if they're gonna kill the T30s performance wise, but yeah, the T30s are ridiculous as far as like the amount they move, and that's just by virtue of the fact that they're 30 mils thick, right? And they also have a pretty good design and really tight clearances between the blades and the chassis, and you know, they leverage that to just destroy things. But the thing is I think these at 2900 RPM can probably move more air than the T30s at like 1500 RPM, and they'll be quieter. Oh, really? Antec made some T30 knockoffs. That's exciting. I might have to check those out. But really though, those Alphacool ones, I don't know. I feel like Alphacool gets me. Their aesthetic I like is very like subdued. And I actually kind of want to get, I don't know, I feel like I want to put like on this, I want to put like a some sort of like almost like a sticker or something. Maybe I should get my wife to print me a sticker to put on here. Maybe when I vertical mount it. Their monster rads are not subdued. They are monsters. But they are pretty awesome too. No, they don't have like this like really crazy like chrome. Well, they started getting like the RGB rads now, but they're just hopping on that trend. They're Germans at heart. Come on. You know Germans. They are like, we have to make this work and work better than everyone else. And that is how we will do this. I don't care if it looks like the Scheiße. It will beat these things. Oh, nice. 65 mil 280. Oh, yeah, like I said, I want to have like a couple of cross flow. I'm thinking like a couple of cross flow 45 mils would be really nice, you know, so I'd have like one going across the top and then one coming down the bottom, and then maybe even maybe a third one underneath, because I think you can run 3 rads on the P6 Pro, I think it is. I forget which one's the new one from Thermaltake. But yeah, exciting stuff, I'm telling you. I'm just glad this went well. I'm glad those pads came off cleanly. So if I ever have to revert back, it's not going to be a huge headache and nightmare. Those back pads, whatever. I can smush them on, and, you know, if worst comes to worst, they'll be fine. They're more so like they're not really sinking into anything special. You know, they were just, you know, sinking into this thin little aluminum piece. So if they're off, whatever. But absolutely wild. All right. I am going to call it a night, though. It is 11:11, so make your wishes. And my wish is that you will like and potentially subscribe. And that is that. I know you've already liked Coconuts, so I appreciate that. And I'm pretty sure you subscribed at some point as well. If you do, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I've been getting... I want to show something funny here on stream. So I've been getting... So at work, they've been getting rid of like a lot of old computers. And so some of the old computers are not that old. You hit subscribe and it unsubscribed you. Oh no, hit subscribe again. So there's a couple of i7 6700s. So these are nice for like little, like I'm going to use one of these for like a Minecraft server. Oh, the like button's upside down. Don't worry. Just hit that like button. It'll be good. But it's funny because like I was like looking through some of these things. So like there's a i5 4690, and then there's like a buttload of i5 3570s, like this many, like this many i5 3570s, and they're all just gonna get thrown out. Actually, wait, I think I still have some more. Oh no, that's a different one. Oh, here's one more. i5 3570. Wait, more? Nope. This is all these i5 3570s. I know, right? No, I don't think these can really get sold for anything. My plan, though, is to probably take the 16700 and put it in a Minecraft server, and then get the other 6700 and build for my daughter, I think, with that. That's what I'm thinking I'll do. And then when I upgrade mine, my rig will get passed on to my wife for her editing and gaming, and then hers will be passed on to my daughter for Minecraft. Yeah, 3570. Yeah, so I've got 12 3570s. And then, of course, just for like the halibut, there's like a Core i5 650. So like OG i5. I think this thing had like 2 cores or something, but yeah. And then there was this Xeon E3 1230. So this is basically like the 4-core 8-thread i7, but before I think they had that in the i7. So they had some really old computers they were throwing out. So yeah. Now I'll see. Yeah, if these would go for what, $10 a pop? That's 10, 12. That's $120 for those. I could just sell them in a lot. Thing is, I'd want to have at least a motherboard to test them to make sure that they're good. And I didn't have the patience to take one from the trash. So anyways, that's going to do it for tonight. And I'm going to say again, thank you, Coconuts, for stopping by. Thank you for the folks that hit that like button, and for anybody who's interested in more content. There is a bunch more water cooling stuff. There's me putting a Bykski block on a 3090 Founders Edition. There is one of me wiring up my Thermaltake P3 with a sleeve cable kit from Corsair, which is an amazing cable kit, by the way. And I think that is, there's a few other things on there referring to water cooling, etc. But yeah, Coconuts, I feel like you should do content with your water cooling stuff. I feel like you could make some really cool content. But of course, you'd have to get your beach body on and risk crossover audiences with your OnlyFans. So, you know, maybe we'll just leave that one off to the side. But yeah, thanks again though for hanging out, everybody. And Friday, hopefully I will have this baby in on Friday and ready to go. Tomorrow I'm probably going to drain a good portion of my loop, and I'm going to probably refill it with distilled water and run that through in preparation for my other draining that I'm going to do, and then replacement of the coolant with like a proper mix. So that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm going to probably drain and clean maybe my my pump. I might take off some of the parts, but we shall see. We shall see how in depth I get. I probably won't go too crazy. I'll probably leave some of these things, but I'll probably drain the one rad for sure, because I'm pretty sure there's a ton of sediment in it, and I don't want to get a ton of sediment in here. Yeah, flush alcohol through this. Oh yeah, alcohol, and this is really good. Acetyl as well. Oh no, bleach. Bleach is really good with your polycarb. So yeah, acrylic. Yeah. Bleach and acrylic, I hear it's really good. Alcohol and acetyl, yeah, really good too. But yeah, no, I want to get rid of the sediment in my one rad and then remount it. And then hopefully we'll be in a good position by, I'm hoping by Wednesday. Because tomorrow I'll probably do just work on the loop itself. That won't be, I won't be capturing that for content. That'll be just annoying stuff. Me draining things and going to another room to dump it in a sink and rinse out stuff. It's not really going to be able to do it here on the table. But hopefully it'll be fresh and clean by the end of Tuesday. Hopefully it'll be together and I can run just the loop overnight and do a leak test, see what's what, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I will say goodnight though now, again for the 15th time, and I will see everybody hopefully on Friday. Still got to think about what multiplayer game I'm going to do next. I think in June, 7 Days to Die is coming out with the A21 release. Still in alpha, forever alpha, 10 years later. And maybe we'll play through that, but that's going to be, I think, maybe early July even. But yeah, I might potentially set up a Minecraft server. Hey, in-game scientist. Oh, you caught me for the last 5 minutes. Oh, thank you for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. I just finished putting the block on. You want to see you want to see the here, I'll turn off the lights. You can see how cool it looks before you leave. Like, ooh. Isn't that fancy? It looks so nice. And it cycles through all the colors. Yeah, you want to see the here, I'll put it beside the stock cooler. That'll be a good quick here's the stock cooler. Look how much smaller that is. significantly smaller. Yeah, and yeah, it's about as wide as a ATX motherboard now, where before it was like 340 mils, now it's like 233. Yeah, it's very tiny. So literally, it's like a magic trick, shrinks it down. And these boards, these PCBs are tiny, except for in the MSI ones, which are very big. But yeah, that's basically the TLDR of the entire stream. But yeah, be sure to hit that like button. And I'm pretty sure you subbed. But yeah, if not, hit that sub and I'll see you around. And yes, I'll say oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi. Oyasumi nasai. Yeah. Oyasumi nasai. You can judge my pronunciation. It's terrible. But yes, everybody, I hope you all have a great night. No judging here. It's all right. I know whenever I speak Japanese to anyone who knows it, I will get judged, whether directly or indirectly. But it's all right. It helps me get better. That's the way I look at it. But yeah. So I will say though, good night, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.